The bun is out. The bun needs screen time.
Look at the bun, people.
Welcome back, you guys. Today we have a different kind of video. We are gonna be doing a full day of eating only vegan fast food. Our friends Jasmine and Chris from Sweet Simple Vegan have a series like this, and I'll link one of the episodes down below, but it's like my favorite thing they make. So I wanted to do our own episode today.
It looks like a lot of fun when they do it. We don't eat out really ever, and when we do, it's kind of like just Chipotle, Qdoba, or Taco Bell.
The occasional Impossible Whopper on special occasions.
Yeah. So there's so many vegan options at restaurants now that we just like haven't experienced because we don't eat out that often. So we're gonna eat some of the stuff.
We're gonna make up for lost time.
Yeah.
So before we get started, thank you to Cometeer for sponsoring today's video. I will say a bit more about them later, but let's kick it off with some breakfast. Our first stop is Starbucks. Okay, parked out front of Starbucks, we have procured the goods. So I have the strawberry overnight grains parfait.
What is that accent?
Grains. And oats and chia seeds and quinoa in coconut milk, and then it came with some toasted coconut and almonds, and there's a layer of strawberry jam at the bottom. It smells really good. We have one other thing, which is not technically breakfast fare, but we're getting a late start today anyway, so.
And also, you know, those what the choices are. You know what I mean?
You can technically get a bagel too, but that's just a little boring, so.
Yeah, it's just a bagel. So I have the chickpea bites and avocado protein box. So we got, they call them like falafel inspired chickpea bites. And then there's a little helping of fresh carrots and snow peas, a little plastic container of avocado spread, so like not guacamole, and a little baggie of, well, there's some like pepitas and sunflower seeds and cranberries. And
some almonds in there.
So are you supposed to like dip these in the avocado and then just like shovel these into your mouth?
You gotta freestyle.
Okay. Let's try that first.
Okay. Well, I don't love oats and I don't love quinoa, but it smells good.
It looks a little soupy.
It's actually pretty good. Okay. I would like it to be a little bit thicker, but I mean, that's personal preference.
It is good. The strawberries at the bottom, it's like the fruit on the bottom yogurt. It's really nice. And the oats are nice and soft.
I like the crunch. I used to buy quinoa porridge when I was trying to be super healthy, and I would just like make myself eat it, even though I don't really like the flavor of quinoa, but it doesn't come through here. Like mostly just tastes like coconut. Nice crunch from the nuts.
It's a nice balance, you know?
All right, I like that. Now, I'm really excited to try the chickpea bites because we opened the box and they smell really good.
Lots of cumin.
Blink. Tastes like falafel.
They're not nearly as dry as I anticipated they would be.
They're mushy on the inside. Not in a bad way.
You know when something's so dry and you're like choking on it? That's what I thought this would be like. I'm pleasantly surprised.
You came prepared to choke.
Are you dipping a carrot into it? I guess that's one way to do it.
I mean, pre-mashed packaged avocado has such a characteristic flavor.
It's not that bad though.
No, it's good. I mean, it tastes exactly like the Taco Bell mashed avocado, the Subway. Like,
I'm gonna dip a chickpea bite.
It's good.
That is a good combo, and they made a good decision when forming this.
I'm into it.
Perfect, like if you're in the airport and you like can't find a better option. If you're just on a road trip and you can't find a better option, it's like I'm not gonna be like, oh god, I guess I'll eat these things. Like, it's good. I'm happy with it.
Good amount of protein too.
Especially with this little seed blend.
15 grams of protein in here.
Though once we started eating the chickpea bites, we kind of forgot about the yogurt. It just goes to show how you and I feel about savory food. You know,
Savory is king.
it's preferred around these parts.
Generally, we'd probably eat more for breakfast, but I'm anticipating being very full after, 4 meals? So.
A little bit from each place. It's gonna be a long day.
We gotta pace ourselves. We'll check in with you at lunchtime.
Stop doing that.
Okay, we are back at home and I wanted to take a moment to chat with you about the sponsor of today's video. I'm working with Cometeer, and if you know me, you'll know that I love coffee and I'm pretty much always cycling through different methods of brewing coffee, trying out different coffee drinks depending on the season and my mood. And Cometeer is a brand new way of brewing coffee. So what they do is brew coffee and they flash freeze it at its peak freshness and flavor. And then it comes to you in these little capsules that you can melt and combine with water or your favorite type of milk, any kind of sweetener or syrup that you like, and you can make all sorts of different coffee beverages. So for example, my current favorite way to enjoy these is with a little bit of vanilla syrup and some steamed oat milk. It's kind of like a latte. So if you're someone who really enjoys the convenience of just running into a coffee shop and getting your daily coffee or going through a drive-thru, I think this would be a great alternative for you because it is so convenient, but it still offers that cafe level freshness and flavor, and it's also way more affordable. It works out to under $2 a serving. It comes straight to your door, and every month Cometeer partners with different roasters to provide a new variety of roasts and blends for you to try out. So if you are someone like me who enjoys sampling different kinds of coffee, it's super fun. So for example, my current favorite from this last delivery is the Mocha Java. This has notes of dark chocolate, almond, and berry. All the boxes have the different tasting notes, and this is a dark blend, and those tend to be my favorite. Their capsules are aluminum. They're 100% recyclable just in regular curbside recycling, and all of their shipping and packing materials are also recyclable, which I think is super cool. So I just made a really quick Cometeer latte. Like I mentioned, I added some vanilla syrup, some steamed oat milk, and then one of the Mocha Java capsules, and I just let that thaw overnight in the fridge and poured the steamed milk over top of it. Really good, super easy. It took like 10 seconds. So if you are interested in trying out Cometeer, I'm gonna have a link in the description box below, and you can use my code. I'll pop it on the screen here, Sarah GWP. And for a limited time, you can get a free Fellow tumbler with your purchase. It's a $30 value. It's this little guy here. It's super sturdy and sleek, really good quality. I like it. So you can snag one of these if you use the link down below. We got lunch. We went to Panera. Can I just say, I, as a socially anxious girl, am thriving in the era of online ordering. I was able to make all of the substitutions I needed to, and I didn't have to talk to a soul because they had like a rapid pickup counter and they texted me when it was ready. I don't know if I've ever gotten anything other than like a bagel at Panera.
I definitely have at some point in my life, but I don't really remember. Definitely before I was vegan, I had eaten there because Panera is like a big thing. I don't know, it's like a big thing on Long Island for some reason where I'm from.
There's just a baguette like floating in the bag.
Bread and chips.
I did not know that it was gonna come with chips, but I mean, I'm all for it. I didn't know that Panera was so popular. It was like popping in there. It was so busy. I got their Mediterranean veggie sandwich. The bread that it comes with by default is not vegan, so I substituted in their black pepper focaccia. And then I also omitted the feta cheese.
And then this big thing is the Asian sesame chicken salad with no chicken.
And no wontons. There's an option to add in edamame, which I was considering to add in some protein, but it would only count as a addition and not a substitution, so it was like an extra $1.50 upcharge, which is unconscionable.
Imagine.
So let's add in this dressing. So this baguette came with the salad. This is like a hefty sandwich.
A big sandwich. Oh, we got a pickle.
Oh my goodness, she is beautiful. Let's get some,
wow.
Get some B-roll. On the Mediterranean sandwich, we have cucumber, emerald greens, red onions, peppadew peppers, sliced tomatoes, hummus, salt, and pepper. Salad is cilantro, romaine lettuce, almonds, sesame seeds, and an Asian sesame vinaigrette.
What do you want to try first?
You were chomping at the bit.
The salad? Do you want to try the salad first?
Go ahead, go ahead. Is it everything you'd hoped for?
It is, it's good.
But don't get this.
Could we have added like a bunch of stuff to it if we wanted to?
There's not that many options. You can add extra sauces. There are like a few extra veggies you could add.
Are all the extra veggies an upcharge?
I don't think so.
Okay.
So I just want to say this was like between $11 and $12.
This?
And it's essentially just lettuce. Well, I knew this ahead of time. I still wanted to try it. But this sandwich I think was about $9 and it is huge. It is sizable. It's good though.
It is good. So lots of value, not so much value so far.
Just go to the grocery store and buy one of those bags of lettuce. Do that.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's try the baguette, because why not? It's bread. It's good.
I guess this is the namesake of the restaurant. Bread.
The name steak.
Is that the word?
The name steak.
The namesake.
Namesake.
Oh. Oops, it's the namesake of the restaurant. You love me because I said a stupid word?
It's cute. Okay, I really want to eat the sandwich, like, immediately.
You have to talk in a New York accent for the rest of it, though.
Hey. Oh, gotcha.
Hey, oh, let's go. I love the Ramones. All right. That has way more flavor than I thought it would.
The focaccia has this crunchy salt. The texture's so satisfying.
Some of it's like melting into the bread too.
In the words of Chris and Wig, shit, that is fresh.
As a New York Jew, I know a good pickle when I see one. So, well, I know a good pickle when I taste one, so I'll tell you if it's a good pickle or not. The verdict is, it's a pretty good pickle. Also, let's go Mets!
I'm into this. I really am.
It really is good.
The price isn't too bad either. They also have an option where you can like build your own combo. So you can get like half of any kind of sandwich and half of a salad or soup. I don't think any of the soups are vegan friendly. These surprise kettle chips. Foldy chip supremacy.
Oh, you can have the foldy chip.
I got one too.
Okay. That's the best part.
I'm actually really glad we got the salad because dinner is gonna be a grease bomb. So let's
And then
just get the health in now.
there's also going to be dessert.
One hopes. We're gonna try to find this vegan dessert, but
You'll see.
we don't live in like a super progressive town, so.
We just don't live in a hip town. For dinner, we're going to go to Panda Express. I don't know if I've ever...
Have you never been?
Maybe once in a mall, or no, probably an airport. I don't know, Chinese food on Long Island's pretty good.
Right.
So like, we never needed to go to Panda Express. I just noted while we were eating that it was pretty funny that I was devouring the baguette and Sarah was devouring the potato chips. And that's just very much a reflection of like our food preferences, just all the time. I'm just like, just give me the plain carbs. And
Eric will eat plain bread. He will eat white rice,
I'll
which
eat
is
plain
like
pasta. I can't make more than I'm planning to eat pasta-wise. I remember I would make a whole box of pasta. I'd eat like one serving. And then throughout the rest of the night, I would just eat the plain pasta out of the strainer. And just, I'm like, oh, I ate the entire pound of pasta.
Yeah, I need lots of salt and lots of grease on my carbs.
We'll see you for dinner.
We're back. We went to the gym, had a great workout, and we had a little change of plans for dinner. We were gonna go get Panda Express, but I hopped on their online ordering and they didn't have any of their vegetable spring rolls. So there was really no point in going. The only thing we'd be able to get was the vegetable chow mein. They also have an eggplant tofu dish, which I thought was nationwide, but I think it's a regional dish just where it's in demand. So I don't think it's available here in our little town, but we ended up going to Noodles Co instead. I've never been here.
I've been there once, but it was like, I think it was in 2017 and my sister was visiting. We had like a little family gathering with my relatives in Colorado. And they're like, oh, we're getting Noodles Co for everyone. And we looked at the menu and we were like, we can't eat anything. So now it seems like there are a lot more options for us vegan/vegetarian people.
They actually have on their website this little app that helps you narrow down menu options based on your dietary preferences.
It's pretty sweet.
So I got 3 things. They have 2 sizes. You can get a small or a regular. So I got 3 small noodle dishes.
It's a lot of food still.
It is. So this is the Japanese pan noodles, which are vegan by default. It's a vegetarian favorite, caramelized udon noodles, sweet soy sauce, seasoned tofu, broccoli, mushrooms, carrots, black sesame seeds, and cilantro.
It smells amazing.
It really does. I love udon noodles. Then we have spicy Korean beef noodles. Obviously, we omitted the beef and added in the tofu instead. These are lo mein noodles with sweet and spicy Korean style gochujang barbecue sauce, napa and red cabbage, spinach, cucumber, green onions, and cilantro. The last thing I'm not really sure about, but I just wanted to add some variety in there. So they have a cauliflower enriched pasta. So we got the cauliflower rigatoni fresca. It comes with shrimp by default, but I just omitted it. So it's cauliflower infused rigatoni with balsamic vinaigrette, olive oil, roasted garlic, red onion, tomato, spinach. So we did no shrimp, no parmesan, and then I also added in some roasted zucchini and mushrooms.
So we got 2 Asian-inspired dishes and 1 Italian-inspired dish.
I'm really hungry.
We're both starving.
Noodle overboard.
New band name. So chewy. That is good.
You like it?
They're like legitimately like blackened in the pan. Like they have like a black burnt crust on some of them, and I
And you
really
get
love that.
like smoky flavor. We got these tofus.
They look like
I thought-
chicken.
yeah, they were chicken, but they're like square, so.
Definitely tofu.
It's good.
I'm definitely surprised by how flavorful it is right off the bat. You know?
Need some sriracha.
I'm on it. I feel like this whole Noodles Co. experience is going to be the best thing we eat all day,
You think so?
right?
The sriracha really.
Elevates it? Yeah. Do you want to stay in Asia and move over to Korea?
Sure.
Or move all the way to Italy?
Italians are like, we do not claim this cauliflower pasta.
Right. And Koreans and Japanese people are like, we don't claim these here.
These noodles look so good.
They really
I
do.
love lo mein. Oh yeah. It's sweet.
Oh. It is sweet.
I think I want to doctor it with a little bit of soy sauce. Like it needs more umami.
Yeah.
Even more just salt would be good, I think.
It is like mildly syrupy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like just too sweet.
Too sweet.
Yeah.
Do you think it would be better with some soy sauce? I'd put like a little bit of soy sauce and a little sriracha. Or do you think it's spicy enough?
It definitely is spicy, but
This
I'll
is
put-
spicy as is. Listen, it's not bad as is.
No.
It's definitely satisfying. I think it just is missing a little.
Did it balance out the sweet a little?
Mm-hmm.
How did you do that?
I learned this from Mommy Tang.
How did you do a little twist?
You can get like a gigantic
Oh
one
my
too.
god. Okay, give me that. Thank you.
All right, the last thing that I'm like lukewarm about. You also have the option to substitute in zoodles, which like I actually really like zoodles, but I don't know.
You've made zoodles before.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
It's not bad.
No? Does it taste cauliflower-esque?
It tastes like regular pasta, but undercooked. Now, I don't know if it's actually undercooked or if that chewiness is like a property of
Yeah.
the cauliflower pasta.
This portion is much, much smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that, you think?
Maybe because they assume like if you're getting the cauliflower pasta, you're like, you want like a lighter option. Good flavor.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. It is good. I think generally you and I just like Asian food more.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, I'm going to say the other two are better just by default. But that is good.
Yeah.
And I would get tofu in it if I hadn't gotten tofu in the other things too. But if I was just getting this by itself, I would also add tofu because I love tofu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all legit options.
You have a huge list of veggies you can add. Broccoli, cabbage, carrots, Kalamata olives, snap peas. Yeah, so you can definitely get creative here. I think it's pretty cool. It's like the chipotle of noodles, kind of.
Yeah, I think the udon is my favorite.
I would like substitute in these lo mein noodles
For
with
the-
that sauce.
I like the thick chewiness, and I really like the char on these. But you know I love that. Like sometimes Sarah will overcook something in a pan, and it'll get kind of like black on a part of it, and she'll be like, "Oh, I gotta scrape it off," or like, and I'm like, "Just give it to me." I like when things get charred. So we'd get food from here like normally, right? Based on this taste test.
I'll go back.
Yeah, especially if we're traveling or out and
yeah.
about and
Totally.
it's there.
Pan noodles, $8.50. Korean noodles, $8.50. Cauliflower, $8.50.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how much the the normal? Because we got the small ones.
I think it would have been closer to 11 if we'd gotten the regular
Okay.
sizes.
That sounds worth it because these portions are solid for being the small option. But we're planning to go to Cold Stone. I've never eaten there before, but they have them Like
Do they not have Cold Stone in New York?
They do. I
You
just never went for some reason.
You had loyalties to another ice cream place?
Yeah, do you remember which one? You know.
Carvel.
Yeah. And I just heard that they came out with like a silk almond milk. It's almond, right? That's going to be our last stop.
I used to go to Cold Stone growing up. I used to like the cake batter, and I think they also have like a cheesecake flavor. It's been a long time.
Of course they
But
do.
they actually have a lot of sorbets which are vegan friendly.
I didn't know that.
Lemon, orange, peach mango, raspberry, strawberry, watermelon. And if you're not familiar with the Cold Stone Mojo, you can like choose your toppings and they actually mix it in on a cold slab of marble.
Oh, that's the thing?
Yeah.
Instead of just throwing it all on top.
They mix it in, so.
Okay.
Okay. The final meal. The final course.
Can I say one thing before we start?
Yeah.
You know, after we finished up dinner, as we were kind of just like picking at the leftovers and everything, we realized we weren't eating the Korean noodles?
Noodles, yeah.
Yeah, we weren't eating those as we finished the other two. They're too sweet. Like while we were taste testing it, I didn't get it, but then kind of as time went on and I ate it little by little, I was like, yeah, it's too sugary. So just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah, that's
so
the only one we
everyone knows.
didn't finish.
Yeah.
So, okay. Dessert.
We made
You
it
were
to,
so serious when you were explaining that.
I just wanted to be sure that the people knew.
Save your coin.
Save
Actually,
your bag.
you might like.
Yeah, you might
Super
like it.
sweet
Who knows?
So we went to Cold Stone, and they now have a chocolate almond milk frozen dessert by Silk.
And we did crushed up pretzels, roasted almonds, and toasted coconut flakes. Oh.
That's like quite good.
It's like really, really good. It's so creamy. The chocolate flavor is really nice.
It is like a very strong chocolate flavor.
Mm-hmm.
The texture's a little bit off from like a real ice cream. Like it's like slightly icier, but the flavor is like there. Like it doesn't taste like non-dairy ice cream sometimes can taste artificial. I will say, if you're sensitive about things being made on shared equipment, at least at our location, they didn't have like a designated like non-dairy section. They just like scrape off the stone, and they did use like separate utensils, but that doesn't bother me that much. But especially if you have like an allergy, you're not gonna want to go there. I'm into it.
But you could probably go there and just ask for them to put the toppings on instead of mixing them in.
Yeah,
If you still want toppings.
that is a good point.
Or you could probably just ask for them to put it in a separate container. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I want these toppings, just put it in a different cup. Bring it home, mix it up yourself.
I think that it's great that they have this option. You know, if like your friends or family are going to Cold Stone and you want to feel included. However, I'm just really cheap, and this was like $9.
Yeah.
And you could buy like 2 pints of Ben and Jerry's for that. I probably wouldn't like seek this out.
And also, you know, they don't have that many vegan toppings.
They have Oreos, they have lots of different nuts, they've got bananas, pretzels. So, favorite chocolate ice cream actually is the one from Trader Joe's. They have a chocolate like coconut based ice cream, and it's so good. That texture is like really good. It's like fatty and creamy.
But it does kind of taste like coconut,
Yeah, which I don't mind.
which we really like.
Thank you guys for joining us today.
That was fun.
It's been a long day. We're very full, but I'm glad that we kind of left our comfort zone and tried some new things.
Yeah.
It's cool how much is available nowadays, you know?
This was only a drop in the bucket, as they say.
If you guys have any recommendations as to different fast food places we should try or menu items we should try, let us know down below. We might do another episode just with like chain restaurants and not just fast food. Sorry, I'm kind of hogging this.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because you were talking and hogging it, whereas you'd expect it to be like the person who's not talking. Well, thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Nailed it.
Bye.